Yo, welcome assassins to today's video. Today, we're going to be discussing mods. 3 style mods, to be more specific, for higher end content. Today, we're going to be discussing Charged with Light, Wells of Light, and Warmind cells. So stick around and we'll jump right in. But before we do, let's make sure that we hit that like on the video, we share it with a friend, and if you're really enjoying the content, make sure you hit that follow or that sub button. Alright guys, let's jump into the content. Welcome, assassins! I'm excited about this episode. We're going to be talking about mods. So the 3 mods that we cover are going to be the Warmind cells, the Wells of Light, and the Charged with Light. So the first one up we're talking about is going to be the Warmind cell. It's important to note for Warmind cells that you need a couple things in order to generate these Warmind cells. Seraph, Ikelos, or you can use mods like a Wrath of Rasputin. So the Seraph weapons you're looking at are like auto, hand cannon, sidearm, subby, machine gun. The Ikelos weapons, sniper, hand cannon, submachine gun, and shotgun. Wrath of Rasputin, it's a mod that you use, a solar mod that you use. It's for, you can use solar supers, xenophage, shun shot. They're created by the splash damage from these items, so like explosions, things like that. There are other weapons that you can use that cause solar splash damage, but these are the most notable, and I'm using the stun shot in this video. So there have been in the past some different mods that they have done. Like a couple seasons ago, they had a void splash damage. It's not something they do, like that was the first time we'd seen it, so I wouldn't count on that. That may be something they do bring back in upcoming seasons, but we'll see. With the nerf to Warmind cells, I'm not sure that we'll see much with it. Okay, so that being said, it's so important when you're doing your Warmind cell build that you have to pay attention to who creates Warmind cells. Right, so don't shoot a Warmind cell that you don't create, because everybody's builds do differ. I'm not going to get real in-depth on the build because I don't want that's going to be a later video, right? I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, but it's worth pointing out that if you create it, shoot it. If not, don't. You can also use stuff like healing, the healing, damage, and suppression for those, to help generate health or suppress the damage, incoming damage and stuff. You can pick them up, throw them, stick them to enemies, so on and so forth. So the next mod that we have up is going to be the wells, and these are these are the future right now of in-game content. There's so much different things that you can do with them. What I'm running here in the video is healing, but there is so much more that you can do with those, such as the you can get damage buffs, you can get grenade buffs, you can get weapon buffs, so on and so forth. So and those are just created by different, like, weapons, supers, finishers, so on and so forth. Very, very, very important. Huge in-game content. It's for ammo or super regeneration and things like that. And so our next mod that we're going to be talking about is Charged with Light. This one I use in all of my in-game content. So much as building it to have Protective Light, which is a mod that you can add, and it helps reduce incoming damage. So important when coming into this stuff, because as you're playing like Grandmaster Nightfalls, the damage that you take is so much higher and you're so much lower than the recommended light level for it. So important that you continue to just nerf that damage coming in. So that's where that will come into play, so on and so forth. There are other stuff that you can use. Protective Light is a huge one that I suggest. You have Powerful Friends. There is Radiant Light. There is all kinds of different, and this is the mod set that's been around for the longest, so people have more information on, and you can have bigger, you can make more builds from. But that being said, with that, just because you're running a, let's say, a Warmind Cell build, you don't have to strictly be Warmind Cell heavy. You can switch it up. You can interlock these. They all work together to get what you need. So the best builds are going to be for having a mixture of Protective Light and not Protective Light, but Charged with Light, and like Wells or Warmind Cells and Charged with Light, Warmind Cells and Wells of Light. There's all kinds of different builds that you can put together for this to make you successful in your in-game content. So I'm not going to get in real in-depth in the builds that you can use. I've touched on a few of the important ones, but as so much as getting the actual content or the builds and stuff for the content, I'm going to talk about that more in depth because it's going to take more time. I want to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. So I focus on survivability and damage suppression. Those are the two most important things when you're focusing on the in-game content and making your builds for your content. Alright guys, I appreciate you all stopping by for the video. Make sure you hit a like on it, you hit a follow, and again, more stuff to come. I look forward to seeing you all. Much love. Assassin out.